Hello guys, I hope you all are doing well today. Welcome back to ID Talk TV. It's match day as the English Premier League returns after the international break. Chelsea traveled to Brentford Community Stadium today for a massive Premier League clash against Brentford. In this video, we will preview the match, take a look at Chelsea's possible lineup and my score prediction. So sit tight, let's preview the game between Brentford versus Chelsea at the Brentford Community Stadium, which will kick off at 8 p.m. UK time today. Going into this game, Chelsea are coming from a back of unbeaten run so far in the 2025-2026 APL season, having played 3 rounds of matches, opening matches against Crystal Palace at Stamford Bridge, away to West Ham United in the Olympic Stadium, and at home at Stamford Bridge again to Fulham United. While Brentford, on the other hand, have played 3 rounds of matches, having lost 2 away from home and a win at home against Aston Villa. Chelsea, on the other hand, they played a goalless draw with Crystal Palace at Stamford Bridge in their opening clash, traveled to West Ham United to humiliate West Ham by 5-1 and a 2-0 victory over Fulham at Stamford Bridge. As that has kept Chelsea going into this game with a very high confidence. I said Chelsea is going into this massive Premier League clash because it's massive. It's massive looking at the nature of the game. Now, Chelsea against Brentford has always been a very tough one. It has been tough because the last time Chelsea defeated Brentford at the Brentford Community Stadium in the Premier League game was in 2021. In 2022-2023 Premier League season, Brentford took 4 points off Chelsea Football Club. And in 2023-2024 Premier League season, Brentford also took 4 points off Chelsea, defeating Chelsea in both at Stamford Bridge, and Chelsea went to Brentford Community Stadium playing draws all along. 2024-2025 Premier League season, Chelsea took 4 points off Brentford, defeating them at Stamford Bridge by 2-1 and playing a goalless draw at the Brentford Community Stadium. So, Enzo Maresca, talking about the Chelsea manager, had his press conference yesterday. And in that press conference, Enzo Maresca was asked a couple of questions regarding players when they return from the international break and when they train. Enzo Maresca was asked about Cole Palmer. And what Enzo Maresca said about Cole Palmer, it's not a situation of managing Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer was out injured, but Cole Palmer had his first training section with Chelsea on Thursday. And also yesterday, being Friday, Cole Palmer also was seen training with the team in the afternoon. So Cole Palmer might just likely be available for selection in today's game against Brentford. Enzo Maresca was also asked about Facundo Bonanote, the on-loan player that was signed from Brighton. And Enzo Maresca said, I know Facundo very well. He was at Leicester City. I have had contact with him. So he's a very good player, and so it's possible for Facundo Bonanote to get game time. Enzo Maresca was also asked about the throw of the Brazilian players, talking about Gustavo William, João Pedro, and Andre Santos. And he said the players, they came back on Thursday night, hoping to see them on Friday for training. Same goes with Moses Caicedo, who played his football with the Ecuadorian national team. He said Moses Caicedo came back on Thursday night, and he hoped to see him on Friday afternoon in the training section. Lots of questions were asked about players' availability, and Enzo Maresca was happy that all the players returned back from the international break and no injury worries. So the only injury worries Chelsea have currently is Liam Delap, who is out injured with an hamstring injury, and also Levi Colwill that has been out with ACL, and also out injured is Dario Esugo, who sustained an injury with the Portuguese under-21 national team while on international duty. So going into this game, it's going to be a very dicey one, in as much as the match is very important. I know that Enzo Maresca will also be looking at the midweek Champions League game against Bayern Munich in Germany, and also next weekend game against Manchester United at Stamford Bridge. So there are two tough matches ahead of Chelsea. I'm not undermining the game against Brentford because it has always been a difficult ground where Chelsea go to play football. But going to Brentford Community Stadium today to play, I think Chelsea go into this game with full confidence and have a better chance, standing a better chance to actually defeat Brentford at the Brentford Community Stadium. So without wasting much of time, going by the press conference Enzo Maresca had in my squad today for the predicted lineup, I will exclude Cole Palmer, giving him much needed rest and prepare him ahead of the Champions League against Bayern Munich and also the Premier League clash with Manchester United. Enzo Maresca also talked about Enzo Fernandez. In fact, he had some good things to say about Enzo. Enzo, when he came, was not the player he is today. Enzo Fernandez is improving day by day. So it's good to hear that from Chelsea manager, because Enzo Fernandez is one player Chelsea will be looking up to in today's clash, having not traveled for international duty with the Argentine. He has been available and has had full rest, getting set for today's clash. And a very good positive statistics is coming out about Enzo Maresca. And the report having that since the start of last season, the only Premier League player with the more assists in all competition than Enzo Fernandez, who have 18, is Mohamed Salah with 24. And currently, Chelsea still have that player, talking about Enzo Fernandez, who is going to be very key for today's match for Chelsea against Brentford. So, without waste of time, we'll take a look at my predicted 11. But before I look at the predicted 11, Chelsea going into this game will go with full confidence from the back of 3 games played so far this season, 2 wins and a draw, while Brentford go into this game having played 3, lost 2 and won just 1. So this will be my predicted 11 for today's game against Brentford. In goal, Robert Sanchez will be in between the sticks, while the full backs, talking about the right back and the left back, I'll go with Malo Gusto, and I'll also go with Jorel Ato. I have reasons for going with Malo Gusto and Jorel Ato. Reece James, good to know that Reece James is having good time now, coming back to his very best, fully fit. I would like to give Reece James rest. I haven't played on international duty, and he started both games for the 3 Lions of England. Reece James played both games that England played, against Andorra and away against Serbia. And also Marc Cucurella, one player who has been very key for Chelsea Football Club. I also want to give Marc Cucurella that needed rest to prepare them for the big game against Bayern Munich in the midweek Champions League. Marc Cucurella also played all games for Spanish national team. He played away, he went away with the Spanish national team where they defeated Bulgaria by 3-0, and also in Turkey where they defeated the Turkish national team by 6-0. So in my predicted 11, I will give Reece James and Marc Cucurella that needed rest. They might come into the game at some point in time if things are not going as planned with the manager. But I strongly believe the players Chelsea have currently, the squad have depth such that the players Enzo Maresca might be selecting to do the job are capable and very much reliable to do it. So for fullbacks, I will go with Jorel Ato to get his start for the season, and also Malo Gusto in the right back. The 2 defensive midfield, that's the engine room of the game. I'll still keep Enzo Fernandez and Moses Caicedo. The attacking trio will be from the left wing. I will go with Pedro Neto. The central attacking midfield will be Joao Pedro, and the right wing I will go with Estava William. Up front, I'll give Mark Guehi the much needed start going into this game. So Chelsea will line up in a traditional 4-2-3-1 formation. So that will be my predicted 11 going into this game. And as such, I can tell, because I'm looking at the matches Chelsea have ahead of us. The Brentford game is very important because it's the Premier League game, and every Premier League game is a very tough match. So I will go with this selected predicted 11. Robert Sanchez in goal. The right back will be Malo Gusto. The left back will be Jorel Ato. The centre back, I'll go with Tosin Adarabioyo and Trevor Chalobah. In the seated defensive midfield will be Moses Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. The three attacking midfielder, the left wing will be Pedro Neto. The central attacking midfield will be Joao Pedro. And the right wing will be Gustavo William. Up front, McHugh will get the nod. So this will be my predicted 11. Who do you think should start in your predicted 11? Drop your comment down below. So, going into this game, the way Chelsea is going to play, Chelsea is going to keep possession confidently. Chelsea is going to keep possession because Chelsea is going to press Brentford very high up the pitch, because whenever Chelsea plays in this traditional 4-2-3-1 formation with the left wing, with the left back or the right back evolving, Chelsea becomes a 3-5-2 formation, pressing the opponent high up in the pitch. So in this case, not having Marc Cucurella, Jorel Ato is one man that have done very well also in a similar position with Ajax. Is talking about Ajax, his former club. He plays as a left centre back and also as a left back. One defender that have his own goal very well. So if Chelsea evolve, I see Jorel Ato evolving with the team, and the Chelsea defense line will spread out to become Trevor Chalobah at the left, Tosin Adarabioyo at the centre backs, and Malo Gusto keeping the right back slot. So Brentford, on the other hand, is going to sit deep, because I haven't watched their game, which they won against Aston Villa by a goal to nothing. They sit deep, relying on counter, and that actually paid off for them. But I believe Chelsea going to play with a very high tempo and pressing high up in the pitch will definitely still have their eyes back at the defense line. And I know one man for sure, talking about Moses Caicedo, will be very much available in the center of the pitch, in the heart of the pitch, giving that desired defense line to the defenders, and also giving that shield of attack to the attacking players. So I think Chelsea will have the possession, press Brentford very high, and also went on to get a desired win, which they desire. So prediction. This is one difficult side. I as a Chelsea fan, I wouldn't want to say because I'm a Chelsea fan, but it's always difficult predicting Chelsea games. But having looked at the statistics that is available going into this game, I think Chelsea have the advantage going into this game, and Chelsea stand a better chance with the caliber of players Chelsea are parading this season. Chelsea stand a better chance defeating Brentford at the Brentford Community Stadium. Let's not forget, the last time Chelsea defeated Brentford at the Brentford Community Stadium in a Premier League clash was in 2021 by a goal to nothing. So we hope to see a different Chelsea, because last season was the season that Chelsea actually picked 4 points, talking about 2024-2025 Premier League season, from Brentford. In 2023-2024 Premier League season, Brentford defeated Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, and we also went there to pull a draw. In 2022-2023 Premier League season, Brentford defeated Chelsea in Stamford Bridge, and we went to the Brentford Community Stadium to still play a draw. So, but last season was a different ball game with Enzo Maresca giving them the Maresca ball in charge. Chelsea went to Brentford Community Stadium. It was still a goalless draw, but Chelsea defeated them at Stamford Bridge. But this season, Chelsea actually have an upgrade and improved squad compared to last season, and I think the result will go Chelsea way in today's encounter. So I see a 2-1 win for Chelsea Football Club. What is your prediction going into this game? I think it's going to be tough, but I see a 2-1 win for Chelsea Football Club. Drop your comment down below with your own prediction. And also, who do you think should start in your own predicted 11? Who do you think will start? Drop your comment down below. That's it for my Chelsea versus Brentford match preview. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching, and catch you in my next video. Bye.